Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, is another podcast video with Recon Trooper.
Hey there, folks. Recon Trooper here, and if you're watching my version, I hope you enjoy the Call of Duty Ghosts and Halo gameplay in the background.
Nice. We'll be watching something from me. I don't know what, but it will be something. Probably Call of Duty or Star Wars Outlaws. But you guys know the drill by now. If you enjoy these podcasts, make sure to obviously leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Takes a second, really helps both of us out. Of course, I'll have a link for Recon's channel in the description.
And vice versa.
Yeah, we got some good. Vice versa. Thank you. Yes, he has. But we have some good topics. So who wants to start off today?
You can start.
Okay.
I've started the last 9 of them, so.
Yeah, it's my turn. What are you doing? So the first topic is I should say this. We're recording this on the 25th of October, and that is, of course, Black Ops 6 Day. So in the last podcast, we were kind of talking about this game and how I'm not buying it because it's online only, no matter what. And I think I said something along the lines of, I hope the servers crash, because that would be really funny.
Well,
And
it wasn't a podcast.
behold,
we might have said it offline,
okay,
off
I said it to someone.
Yeah. Because last podcast we were
thinking,
talking about Knuckles and what else was there? Minecraft movie and other stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. Ugh, Minecraft movie. Gross.
Oh,
Anyway,
and Dying Light the Beast.
That's right. It's all coming back to me, folks.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6. Oh, boy. Where do I begin? Yeah, I was like, oh, I hope that the servers crash. And then they did. They crashed on Twitter. Some guy was playing the campaign, which normally you could play these games, Call of Duty campaigns, play them offline, right? Because they're campaigns. But no, you need a full online connection at all times, no matter what you're doing with Black Ops 6. And some guy was, recording gameplay of the campaign, and it just decided to crash. So, the servers went down mid gameplay, and he got booted from the game. And that's crazy, because that tells me that, when people spend 70 to whatever amount of money on this, they don't own the game. You don't own this game. You're basically paying to use the game until Activision or whoever decides to cut you out. What are your thoughts on that? Because I know we briefly talked about it before, but the fact that it's out now and apparently it's good, but the fact that it's online only, I mean, and the servers literally crashed today, so it's like you can't even play it. I just think that's crazy.
Well, I'm not shedding any tears. After the thing Activision pulled with Modern Warfare Remastered, I don't really care what happens with Black Ops 6 at this point. Or Call of Duty, because, Call of Duty servers are apparently just treasure troves of cheaters that Activision could otherwise do something about, but they're too busy taking away mods from people who just want to have fun. And so the fact their servers crash just goes to show Activision and it doesn't care, really.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing that would really make them, wake up is if no one bought their games. Obviously, that'll never happen. I think the only way Call of Duty is going to die is if they kill it themselves. They pull the plug on the servers or whatever. But again, coming from someone who, I love Call of Duty, man. You guys know, listening, I love COD, man. I have every COD that has offline bots from Black Ops 1 to Modern Warfare 3 2023. I love them all. They're really great. The campaigns are fun. I like the zombies. Multiplayer is great. And, this is just a kick in the pants for me, just because I won't be able to, I will never buy it. Unless they add offline something, I will never buy it, because not just for my standard, but, this is a big moment for Call of Duty, right? Because X amount of years down the line, they pull the plug or servers go down or whatever happens, you lose internet, you can't play the game you paid for. I just think that's kind of, I don't want to, it's not illegal, but it should be illegal, right? It makes no sense.
Well, it's, I think gamers, I'm sure, were well aware of this, but when they were going into it, so they're just as at fault as Activision or whoever
I
made
agree.
Treyarch. Well, Activision
Yeah.
probably told them they need everything needed to be online.
And the reason is apparently texture streaming, which was introduced in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, which texture streaming, from what I understand, is basically just streaming textures online to get. You need to be completely online to play this game. And I'm like, oh, that's not very good. So, yeah, I feel like we're in an age where not only offline bots are dying, but I think just offline games are like, I know some single player games that force you to be online, and I think that's
Yeah.
really crazy.
Yeah, but whatever. It's, like I'm not buying it. I don't plan on getting any CODs in the future at this point, and unless Activision stops being, you know,
Weird.
dumb, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
even
Which
care.
I don't think. I think they're too far gone.
Yeah, but yeah, but speaking of online, kind of not moving off of COD to actually a better game than Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
And you probably can guess what I'm gonna bring up here. I've only been playing it all week.
Oh yeah, Lego City.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
liked the part where you can make like a Lego spike mace and whack a civilian in the face with it. No. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
a zombie. So never mind. No.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, but yeah, Dead Island 2 is. I'd say they're a lot better. I mean, I think I can't be sure if you have to be online for anything, but well, I know you have to have some sort of connection to have access to your DLC because it's all like especially the weapons because if you go into settings and then or whatever, and you look at the game and the storage and whatnot, you see like all the add-ons and some of them will say that you don't have to install this, meaning it's automatically just added, I guess.
Okay.
But
Well, yeah, I know
otherwise,
you would have to. You would
otherwise
have to
it's
be
pretty
online for some of
good.
the updates.
Yeah. Otherwise, though, like it doesn't require online to play necessarily, and
Well, that's good.
yeah, and the new game plus has been pretty okay. I killed the 3 revenants I really didn't want to wasn't looking forward to. I killed all 3 of them finally. And the
I
last
give you
one,
props.
the last one was the butcher one. I did the first. It was the mutator, then the vicious butcher, and then finally the butcher. So now I just have four that are probably going to be still really irritating to take out, but those 3 were the ones I was the most really not looking forward to having to do. But
Are the butchers are the guys in like the fairground, right? With like the weird like the clown makeup or whatever.
well, that's the first one you encounter, but after that
Right.
they have kind of like I don't know. They have long hair usually.
Okay. So, yeah,
And
I know they're not all dressed as clowns the whole time. I
yeah,
know. I know that.
but yeah, and the vicious butchers have mohawks. But
That's fun.
yeah, but yeah, it's been pretty okay, and a lot of the DLC weapons in the original play, like basically you keep your original save, but you basically start new game plus in a kind of a different save, and
Okay. Well,
so
that's good at
so
least.
your original is still there. It's new game plus is just like it's another set of saves just for new game plus.
And I'm seeing this now. Apparently, there's a Dead Island 2 Ultimate Edition out, physical release. Are you getting that, or like what? I wonder what's included in the
Not
Ultimate Edition. Probably
not
just like
for
the DLC.
not for Xbox One. They don't have it. It's for the current gen.
Oh,
So
That's a
But I
shame.
mean, why would I need to get an Ultimate Edition when I have everything already right pretty much now?
Right.
All I needed was that update, and the Kingdom Come pack was I was able to get it.
Right. Okay.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't need a Ultimate Edition. I'm not
I don't
lacking
either. I mean,
anything.
yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm probably. I mean, I need to install it again. I keep forgetting to do that. I have enough room, I swear. But no, I will. I haven't done really. I haven't even touched the game since the new Game Plus patch. So it'll be cool to see, like, and add those new weapons as well, which are really cool as well. Like anything with a katana, I need it.
Yeah. Well, I think you should have Red's Demise. It's in the
I do.
expansion pass, and so
I think I have that.
yeah, you go to you go to Venice Beach and go to the restaurant place, the Blue Crab, and you buy it from the guy
Okay.
there. And but yeah, the thing about New Game Plus is they upgraded some of the DLC weapons that were previously just like eventually they just became useless because of
That's weird.
their fixed rarity.
Oh,
Like the Banui baseball bat, War Club, and the Trickster's Smile, were all uncommon and nothing else in the
huh.
original. But they upgraded them all to superior now, so I can use them.
Yeah, right. I'm seeing a lot of parallels between this and COD, actually, right? Like one is horrible with offline. Dead Island 2 is good. One has really crap drop rates. Dead Island's good. One has really bad DLC, and Dead Island's good. So it's like Dead Island 2 is it's obviously not everyone's favorite game ever, but
Well,
it
the
it's doing a lot of stuff right.
yeah, well, the team apparently wanted to focus less on complexity and more on fun. So, COD is all about complexity these days, as we can tell. And so,
Yeah,
and not to mention money, greed,
yeah, yeah.
incompetence.
COD points, yeah. I mean, dude, Black Ops 6, from what I heard, is like 310 gigabytes. Like that,
Yeah,
why and how? Like that's a crime.
yeah, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to play parallel with both my Slayers. So
Okay,
trying to I kind of do a little bit with Ryan, and then I go to Jacob, and then go back to Ryan. Just keep trying to keep them as neck and neck as possible, because
I
then I
gotcha.
don't have to beat it as one guy and then do it all over again with the other guy. And
Right.
especially the hard parts. Whereas if I just get
Yeah.
the
Oh,
hard parts done pretty close neck and neck, then I don't have to do it a second time a long ways down the line, and then you
yeah.
know.
Yeah. I've had that situation where like I'm playing a game, over again, and I'm like, oh, this game's awesome, and then I get to this one part, and I'm like, damn,
But
I gotta redo this part.
apparently this is like the original, like in the original playthrough. This is a one-time new game plus, so you
Oh,
can't replay the story again unless you want to start a new game plus with the previous save and overwrite your current save.
okay. So yeah. Well, I know like Elden Ring. I was playing that a few days ago. I'm on New Game Plus 1 in Elden Ring, but I think there's like New Game Plus 7 or 8. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah. But I mean, you know what? There's some things I wouldn't mind doing again, but at a higher level, which I won't be able to do. But like if I could take on the Revenants again at a much stronger level, that would be kind of nice. But it's not going to happen. But that's okay. I mean, I'm still going to get to level 40, and I'll still get everything if I can, because I'm really nervous about how doing house again on New Game Plus, because between
Oh yeah.
the glitch I came across when I was doing Jacob the first time on house, um, well, like Jacob, when I did Jacob on house, I'll just say, because the first time was with Ryan, But the glitch I
Okay.
encountered where I got stuck at the bottom of the well, which supposedly they fixed that, but I haven't, of course, done it. Like I got Jacob out of that situation before the patch released, I guess. So, but even if it had released after, like before I did it, and apparently it doesn't fix your current predicament. It just fixes any future times that you have. But
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that they,
also the
especially
K
with this ultimate.
prototype, I don't want to find out I can't drop it again. And this time I'll have two of them, and that I can't drop unless
Okay.
I somehow get a third Slayer all the way to New Game Plus, equip it onto that, and then overwrite that New Game Plus.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, with all those, that one glitch that you had, it definitely seems that, especially with this Ultimate Edition coming out, that I'm assuming when they say they patched it, I'm assuming it's fixed. Um, I haven't really encountered that many bugs with the game, which is good because normally games release completely broken. Um, so that, it was nice when that initially did release. It had issues, of course, but, it wasn't like anything game breaking.
Yeah.
Um, but,
Well,
it's a good thing
I
that
did
it exists.
I did notice a glitch today with the recycle of violence. Um,
Okay.
when you buy it in New Game Plus, like in the original, it's just like Red's Demise. It's a rare quality weapon, meaning it's the blue thing. But in this, it's superior. In New Game Plus, it's superior, and it starts off with a superior bleeding mod fixed on it. But after you go from Venice Beach, because that's where you have to buy it from, go from there to somewhere else. After the loading
Mhm.
screen, the mod reverts from superior to rare. Like the weapon stays purple, but the mod goes from superior to rare level, and I don't know why.
Huh. Don't you just love it when that happens?
But the icon is also kind of broken because it starts off showing a mace icon, and then
Oh,
when you do the loading screen thing, it actually shows the proper icon. So it's like one thing gets
well,
fixed while the other gets broken,
oh
just
yeah.
because of a
Tell me about it.
loading
That's
screen.
right. That's gameplay, right? That's game design for you. But
Ah, go
yeah, no, I need to reinstall
away.
Dead Island 2 and I'll play it because I want to know what all the fuss is about, the good fuss. But speaking of fuss, I think this next topic will be really interesting because we're still talking about broken games. There was a game that came out, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, King Kong. I think it was called Rise of Kong or something, and it was by
Oh,
I think Outright or Game Mill. I think Game Mill were the devs, and it's notoriously horrible. I haven't played it. I'm not gonna play it. I know you haven't either. But there's a lot of, for some reason, there's like a fascination with King Kong games, and there's a new Kong game that just released this month, I believe. Yeah, no, a few days
yeah,
ago
it's
actually, it just
based
released.
around the MonsterVerse.
Right, Kong Survival Instinct, and from what I'm hearing, it's not as like busted broken as the other Kong game that came out a while ago, but it as a MonsterVerse, the first canonical MonsterVerse game. I believe this takes place after Godzilla vs Kong. What are your thoughts on this? Do you, because I know we both like the MonsterVerse, and it's I thought this could have been something, but I'm looking at gameplay and I know it's a 2D game, which doesn't mean it's bad, automatically, but that's not my cup of tea. But it just looks kind of bland. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look
Well,
like anything. It looks like a very low budget thing. But what are your thoughts on it? What do you know about it?
uh, I know that Kong is playable.
He's
That's
not. No, you played some random dude.
no.
Yeah.
So no, I don't know anything about it. I thought saw a little thumbnail on IGN when I was looking, just browsing news on stuff, but I haven't looked into it at all, and I probably won't because, for one thing, I'm not. Well, you probably know this by now. I haven't been as crazy into gaming anymore these days. I don't know. My drive just isn't what it used to be
Yeah.
in the case of games or movies for that matter. Although in the case of movies, a lot of it has to do with W stuff
Oh, that
and
cursed W word.
politics and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, we're getting near the election, so you're gonna see a lot. I think in the new game, Kong votes.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good guy, so he'd vote for the right side, right?
Right. Yeah. He definitely he'd smash the Democrat
I'm
Trump.
not talking
He'd do
about
it. I
right
know.
as in direction. I'm talking about right as in moral. He would choose the right side, not the wrong side.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not to get political,
Yeah.
but
But
yeah.
uh, but it's yeah. Uh, but yeah, back to Dead Island 2 though. Yeah, it's New Game Plus has so far been pretty cool. Each of the revenants drops a weapon. Actually, I should say this: every weapon in New Game Plus has a plus next to its name, indicating it's kind of a better version of the previous thing.
Okay.
So, like you'll see like Katana plus and Heavy Wrench plus and Cashmere
The
plus.
wrench plus.
But
Hold up. I'm gonna go grab my wrench plus.
okay.
Let me grab my. Damn it! I don't have it. I'm gonna grab my lightsaber plus. It's over there. You can't. You're listening. You can't see, but it's over there.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Whatever. But
If only I had the force.
yeah. But yeah, it's been pretty okay, and I got today. I finally got to the Serling Hotel where the rest of the DLC weapons, like just the like the kind of DLC only weapons, not the Sola and House stuff, because I haven't done those yet. But just the regular
Okay.
packs and stuff. I finally was able to repurchase them all, so I got rid of whatever
That's good.
regular ones I had from my previous save I had that were doing next to nothing by that point. So,
Well,
but
at least there's some new stuff and all that, which is good at least.
yeah. So, but anyway,
I'll take it.
next topic here. Well, let's start. Let's do this one. You were about to talk about it before we actually started, so let's just dive into it. The Sonic and Knuckles mail.
Yes.
So, first of all, what do you say?
I need more. But no, yeah. I mean, I made a video on it. It was very nice, thoughtful, and I one day maybe I'll get more fan mail. But it was unexpected. But I am genuinely excited to watch.
Yeah,
Not only Sonic 2 again, but
I thought you said
Knuckles.
you didn't have any of them, did you, or was it just Sonic 1?
I had Sonic 1 on DVD, but it didn't work right for some reason. Like I
Well,
think I've got it like half broken. So
so in other words, I saved you for in that case too. Then it's not just
yes,
not
yeah.
just another version like
Yeah,
like your Kong Skull Island version before you got the MonsterVerse thing.
right. Pretty much, yeah.
So, yeah. So I just figured, you'd want to catch up before you see Sonic 3, and if you're not really, you keep saying you need to see it, but I don't know if you're even looking for it or what. So I just well, stop looking, okay? Just watch the darn thing.
Yeah, yeah. No,
And
to be
Knuckles, of
truthful, I was
course.
not. Yeah, right. I was not looking for the like. I knew I had to watch him, but it was never on my purchase list.
Well,
But no, yeah. I mean, it'll be really interesting because I've heard
yeah.
a lot of mixed things about the Knuckles show.
Well,
But
watch our last podcast, or at least the last, I guess, half hour of it, and you'll hear all the
right,
stuff I said about it again. I rated it. I said I rated it an 8.3 out of 10. So,
which
and
is a good score.
yeah, and I told you about the two weird episodes. The one is more weird than the other, but they don't break the show. They're just, it's kind of like odd all of a sudden to see the episodes, but they're still good. They're
Yeah.
even
Okay.
they're eventually, once you actually get used to them too, they actually do become funny. Because there's this one in the one episode that I call the musical episode. There's this guy that is, he's
Don't
tough.
spoil it.
He's tough on the outside, but he's a wimp on the inside. So
Okay. Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Are you nuts? I'm not gonna say that
Yeah.
Knuckles
I don't
kills
know.
this guy. No.
Yeah. What?
Yep. Sorry. Knuckles kills
Yeah. God
Knuckles
dang.
kills him, and then he jumps in the air 1,000 times and lands on his boxing glove pinky.
Yeah. I just want to see Amy. That's all I want. I want to see Amy.
But no, and I did forget to say this. There is a post credit scene. If you actually care about those things. I know you didn't see the Godzilla King of the Monsters one that I told you about.
Yeah.
Well, I showed it to you on YouTube eventually, but
Right. Yeah. I finally watched it. I think after watching that film, I was like, it was like 2 in the morning or something. I was just dead.
well, it's not that long to fast forward through stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Knuckles one, it's about like the end credits are actually pretty quick. They're like literally a second each flat. Like the screen like changes from like executive producers to general managers or whatever like every second. So
Okay.
I counted it, and it's about 21 seconds in on the last episode is when this post-credit scene plays. So, yeah, it's pretty good, and if you're into that kind of thing, or you could just watch it. Like you don't even have to fast forward it. I mean, like I said, it's 21 seconds, so you could just
Yeah. I can
twiddle your
spare 21
thumbs for 21 seconds.
Yeah. I'll do 21 push-ups.
Yeah, but yeah, and I even timed it, so it's basically, write this down if you need to. It's basically right after the part of the credits that says general location manager or something.
Hmm.
After that, after you see that title and a bunch of others below it, then it goes to the scene. So, but
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the earliest. Is there a date yet? Like a specific day?
for what?
Sonic 3.
I think it's still the 20th. I haven't seen it change on Wikipedia, so
Okay, all right. So because for what I'm gonna do is everyone, at least hopefully everyone listening, I'm currently reviewing the MCU, but I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Apparently, I put a poll up today on the 25th, and people are voting for me to review the Evil Dead series. So I'm gonna do that. But obviously, once Sonic 3 release date shows up in December, I'm gonna review and watch Sonic 1, 2, and the Knuckles show. So I'm
yeah,
not just watching it for me. You're all gonna see my reviews, which I'm excited to re-review Sonic 1
yeah,
and 2.
Yeah,
Right. So yeah, it'll be fun for sure. I can't wait. There's actually a new Sonic game out now, which
yeah.
apparently
I
it's
know.
Sonic Generations,
Sonic,
but like with Shadow.
Sonic,
Right?
Sonic X Shadow Generations or something, and there's even a DLC with Keanu Reeves Shadow
Ooh, that'd be cool.
or something. But I'm not looking at that. I'm more focused on the movie. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll still
So,
be cool.
but yeah. Now you though understand why I was saying you have to watch it before Christmas. Because
Yeah.
you had, I mean, surely you wouldn't want to watch it after you see the third one.
Yeah, that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Well, now that I've seen the third one, I might as well see what everything leading. It's like watching Star Wars. Watch episodes
Right.
4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3,
Yeah.
just to
I
see.
feel bad for people who had to do that.
Well, it's the time, the way the times worked at the time.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
the way
like
George's mind worked.
Raiders and Temple of Doom.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Yeah,
Well, too
my whole
bad.
life is a
So
lie.
sad. No,
Yeah,
I
whole life
still
is a
I
lie.
watch it that way. Just so you know, I watch
Yeah.
it that way, and it actually isn't
Okay.
kind of interesting because, like actually, Temple of Last Crusade sort of references Temple Raiders. Like everything except Temple of Doom references Raiders in some way.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
even in Last Crusade, there's like a painting of the Ark of the Covenant, and then you even hear the music play just a tad. And of course, the
right.
Nazis, they're obviously in Raiders as well. So there's another thing. Whereas Temple of
Yeah.
Doom is
I wonder if
really
they're
like it's really like the only isolated thing that is ever only referenced in Dial.
right. Yeah, true. I wonder if they're gonna reference Raiders or any other movie in the Great Circle game coming out.
We'll see. Maybe you said it takes place between Temple of Doom and Last Crusade.
I think maybe it was Raiders and Last Crusade. I don't know. It's between those. Obviously, it's not after Crystal because he's not 60.
Yeah.
But there's your
Well,
tell.
we'll see then. I guess you
And
can
it's
you can tell
freaking
me,
Troy Baker.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, and hopefully the discs looked okay and they work okay, because
Yeah. I haven't tried Sonic 1 and 2, but I put Knuckles in, and I mean, I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, it definitely, everything runs fine.
that's good. Because unlike you, I can't see the discs myself, and then
Yeah.
send them to you. If I could do that, I'd mail them to myself just to make sure. Are they good? Okay, they're good.
Yeah.
Just mail
Yeah.
them out.
You're like, by the way, when you open this, it's gonna look like it's gonna look like the UPS guy opened it, but
Yeah.
it was actually me.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how come you didn't want to see that one opened on screen, but the MonsterVerse one was okay? Because I mean, surely you
I
had
have no idea.
info on the Amazon package when it was actually the only one that actually delivered.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. That's how I did it. I
yeah,
don't know. I got paranoid at the last second.
yeah.
I think no, you know what it was? My mom taped it, and she's like, "Don't turn it around and don't do." I'm like, all right, whatever.
Well, you know, there's a thing called a
Especially
hand
because,
that's not transparent unless you're, the invisible woman.
yeah, I mean,
So,
sometimes I have that power. But my mom opened the packages before me,
yeah.
because she was more impatient than me, so she had
Uh,
to see what it was first.
so
But yeah,
she's the
fun.
worst one then of you two.
Exactly right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's the
Exactly.
more impatient. She's the more paranoid. She's the more,
Tell me,
ev-
yeah, tell me about it for good
every
reason.
problem you have, she's got more of it. Probably even more obsession with Last Jedi too, right?
No, that'd be me.
Okay. Darn it.
Yeah, that one's on me. I mean, she likes it. She likes it, but no, no. Yeah,
Yeah. So anyway,
but
yeah. So,
for
huh?
But no, I appreciate it, and yeah, I can't wait to watch him. But my next topic, real quick here, because I wanted to get your opinion on this. Uh, Deadpool and Wolverine Blu-ray came out, I believe the 22nd. Yeah, the 22nd. I ended up getting it the 23rd. Um, the unboxing is out by the time you are listening to this, but at the time of recording, I haven't finished filming it. But
Yeah.
you'll see. I mean, you've already seen it probably. I have a funny skit in it, but I was kind of nervous, right? Because I knew it was coming out on Blu-ray on the 22nd. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to the exchange, or I'll go to Target, or I'll go somewhere by me, and I'll
Yeah.
buy it, right? So I call the exchange, and they're like, oh, we don't have any copies. I was like,
Uh,
that's kind of weird. So then I called Target. Oh, we don't have any copies. I was like, okay, this is weird. So I literally I tried like 4 or 5 different stores by me. None of them carried this physical Blu-ray, at the store. So I tried to order it from Walmart, and they're like, oh, we're out of stock. So I'm like, what? All these YouTubers, all these other YouTubers are getting this Blu-ray. They've all unboxed it by now, and I'm panicking because I'm like, you guys know I'm a massive collector of these Blu-rays, right? I like to collect the physical thing. I do stream Disney Plus, but I 1,000,000% rather have a concrete Blu-ray to put in a player.
Yeah.
And I was getting nervous because I'm like, where the fudge is the like? Is it? It's on Blu. Like it's here. I just can't get it. So
Yeah.
finally, I ordered it and it came. But it got me worried and it got me thinking. Physical media. I think we're at the point where it's kind of dying, and this is kind of proof, right? Like
Well,
none of the stores carried this Blu-ray.
well, maybe just your stores suck because the ones I have out
I get,
here, I mean, sometimes they're late at stocking the shelves because, like, when I went to get Indiana Jones at first, they apparently didn't stock it yet. And so I saw this bare shelf. I thought maybe they were sold out already, even though people apparently hated it. It's like, oh. But no,
yeah.
they just weren't unboxed yet. But no, otherwise though I've so far been pretty good at getting them. Like even my Knuckles DVD, which is now in someone else's possession, um,
hmm
was out on the shelf when I got it. So I don't know. Maybe
That's good.
move to Canada. Maybe you'll have better store coverage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just move anywhere. I mean, for God's sake, I'll move to Alaska. But I think it got me thinking, because like I remember
But
when, the Kindle
I don't
released, and
think
this makes me
physical
sound
is
like
dying, though. I don't think it is. It's just maybe some places. I mean, I don't know. What's your is your state very criminal organized or anything like that? That maybe they're taking all the stuff
I
for
mean,
themselves.
yeah, as far as I know, I mean, shoot. I'll have to ask my local crook next time I run into him.
Yeah, but
But this is gonna make me sound like a friggin' 900-year-old boomer. But I remember when the Kindle was a big thing, and people were like, "Oh my God, screw books."
yeah.
But like I still read. I'm reading Shadow of the Sith, Star Wars novel.
Oh,
Uh, it's taken me over a year to finish the novel. I don't know
I've
why, but
I
it's a
heard
good book.
I heard
But
Shadow, and I'm like, oh, Shadow's a Sith now.
oh yeah, yeah. Shadow of the Sith. Yeah. Oh boy. I think it's about Exegol actually. Shadow the Hedgehog's on Exegol, but
Yeah.
point is, I read physical books. I collect all my video games except for like a select handful are physical.
Yeah.
And that just when I was a kid, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, and still I'm gonna be 26 soon, and I still look at my Xbox case and just sometimes I just look at the front and back cover. Like it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Well, I do that occasionally with my Black Ops 2 Hardened Edition at times. I just,
Ooh.
because when I got it at the time, it was, like it listed showed everything that you got with it. You got a couple of Nuketown maps. One was the zombies version, and the other was 2025. Great map. Modern Warfare 2019 needs it.
Yeah. Well,
And
good luck. I think they stopped with that game.
yeah, but you know, but yeah, I do it sometimes too. I even created a game case of my own a long time ago, back in like before 2010. I created a Spider-Man game case. I just wanted to do, and it was pretty basic. Like no on the back, it was just a gray background, and then I sort of borrowed some screenshots of other games off the internet and made it look,
Okay.
put them on there and put descriptions underneath.
So you're the crook then, huh? Because you're taking from the internet. I see how it is.
Yeah. Well, they're the only ones that would have worked. Otherwise, using like some kind of Picasso-looking drawing of a character
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Yeah. Hey, it's art, right? It's art.
Yeah. So, but speaking of, you brought up Star Wars. So I was actually wondering this. Does on Star Wars Outlaws, does Kajimi and Cantonica because this is, when is it? Like between 5 and 6, I think.
Yeah, it's a few. I think it's a few years before Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. So do Kojima and Kantanaka look different than in the sequel trilogy, or do they still look like, do they look like they're in the from the movie, but this is Empire era, not First Order era? Is that, like, do they look parallel to the
Yeah.
movies?
So, without spoiling things, you go to Canto
Well,
Bight,
I'm not
right?
asking
From
for
Last Jedi.
spoilers, just if they're like the movies or not.
Okay, good. Because I wouldn't
I
spoil
don't really
anything.
care about
uh,
the game per se.
okay.
No
Yeah,
lightsabers.
Cantonica. You only go to Cantonica for the first two missions.
Oh.
Um, you for some reason you can't actually go back to it for free roam.
Uh,
It's only for the story. But from what I've seen, when you're playing as Kay and you're doing your little mission on Canto Bight, it looks pretty much identical to Last Jedi. I mean, you got the father ears and you got the bar and the all that. It looks. I mean, the graphics are beautiful. It's
yeah.
probably the best looking game I own. It looks
Do you have the
freaking amazing.
casino too?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay.
In fact, Kay, before the whole game really starts, Kay Vess and Nyx. I don't know the creature's species name, but Kay and Nyx live in the, what is it? Not the bar. What do you call it? The betting area.
Uh,
So that's kind of cool.
okay.
And then Kajimi
The
is
suite.
uh, that's it. Yep. Yeah. Kajimi is obviously from episode 9, and it is in free roam, so you can freely roam Kajimi. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not. Shara and Akiva are obviously bigger, but you can't use the speeder on Kajimi. But no, I mean it's snowing. Of course, instead of First Order, there are snow troopers. There's the Empire. But no,
Yeah.
I was actually working on that today, and it's shockingly almost identical. I mean, there's Empire flags and there's little subtle changes, but it's not
Yeah.
like a drastic, departure. But as a massive sequel fan, it really, really is. It's like a wow, like it's shockingly real. Like it looks really, really great. I wish that you could go to Kijimi and Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, but they blew it up.
Well,
So
same with
stupid
Starkiller
TT Games.
Base.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. But no, yeah, I mean Kijimi is great. It's probably
Well,
my least
I
favorite
don't think they
planet.
actually had Starkiller
But
Base as a location in the thing, like as a map. It was part of a few levels, and that's all.
that's true. Yeah,
But anyway, yeah, still.
yeah. No, but yeah, to answer your question, they're shockingly realistic looking,
Yeah.
with some subtle changes. Yeah.
Okay.
Overall, I mean, like, look, I know you don't have the console, but for anyone listening who's on the fence, Star Wars Outlaws, man, I'm 52 hours in since I got it, not straight. I'd be dead. But it's a beautiful game, like truly, like
Yeah.
it looks amazing, runs amazing, really good story. There was some backlash with Kay and how she looked like a burnt, crispy up like Barbie doll on meth, but she looks. I'm not saying she's hot, but she ain't ugly. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Under the right lighting, okay.
Yeah. But now on to spoiler territory. How did you
Okay,
die the
yeah.
first time?
Oh yeah. Kylo Ren killed me.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess he must have time traveled then. It's the only explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in there.
Okay. So, okay, so that one's off. Now I'll just do this one and then whatever one you want to do, and then we'll probably have to call it. The new Snow White movie.
Ooh, okay, all right.
So, first of all, I think you said this. You might have been talking to Echo, actually, when I heard you talk about it. That's what kind of made me want to bring it up in a podcast. So, you're going to see it, I think you said?
Yeah, I don't know when it's releasing, but I'll probably check it out.
Yeah. And you probably will Uh, cringe at times.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I've been cringing since they announced it, but
Yeah.
the only reason why I'm seeing it is just because I'm a Disney fan, but uh, and she's hot. But at
Oh,
the same time,
Disney fan.
yeah,
Hmm.
those two reasons. But yeah, I mean, obviously everyone knows the controversy, right? Snow White, and she's not she doesn't
Well,
have snow or she
that's
doesn't have
not
skin.
that's not the biggest one. The biggest one is the actress's attitude.
Right. And yeah, exactly right. Like I remember, I actually, I remember being in Disney World when they announced it. I was at the pool, the Wyndham pool, and I'm on my phone and I see the picture of all the dwarves, quote unquote, in the field, looking like a freaking hobbits on crack image, and I'm like, oh okay. And then I put my glasses on. I was like, what the fudge is this? Like it was a woman, like not short people. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's no like I don't know, I'm not racist or sexist, but I'm like, last I checked, there's no black women dwarves in this in the Snow
Yeah.
White. So it was just really obviously we know why they added that in the beginning, right? But thankfully they came to their senses because I think even Disney was like, oh, if we don't change this, no one in the world is seeing this. Like we will literally make $0 on this. So I'm glad that they switched it to the normal looking dwarves. Uh, but even that new trailer that dropped, good
Yeah.
trailer, but even the dwarves, like the CGI dwarves now, they still look kind of weird. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah. I don't. I'm not planning on seeing it. That's for sure.
Yeah, well,
And
I'll review it so you can check out my review.
yeah, but you won't spoil it. You won't say, if this or that happens. Granted, if people want to know how the real story
You
goes,
spoil Snow White.
just watch the cartoon version from when Disney was better.
Yeah, honestly, the animated like that was the first animated movie like pretty much ever, like especially
Yeah.
even by Disney. It still holds up. I think it's fine, but yeah, I mean, really, like I said, my only interest in this is that I go to Disney World and Rachel Zegler's hot. That's pretty much the only
Well,
two
I
reasons
wouldn't
why.
call her hot. Sometimes women have very different looks on the inside, and that's what makes them
True.
not attractive ultimately.
Hot on the out, cold on the in.
Yeah. But, because she's a very, I think she is a very, there's no prince that's coming to rescue her kind of attitude. Like, I don't need a prince.
Oh yeah,
I forget how she put it, but I shouldn't even look into it. I just know
yeah.
it's
No,
not
she's very
good.
yeah, she's very problematic. She's one of the main reasons why Disney's kind of hesitant about it, especially with Gal Gadot as well. But yeah, it's going to be a miracle if anyone besides me is in the theater when this thing drops.
Well, it'll be a miracle if it does at least as good as the Minecraft movie.
Oh God, I thought a Minecraft movie. Ugh.
Yeah. Because
I don't know which I'd
you said Steve.
rather.
You said Jack Black doesn't look like Steve. This girl doesn't look like Snow White, even if she's dressed like it. Unless they
Yeah, I like
CGI her
it,
skin to be lighter. But even then,
right.
I mean, I just I can't see a stuck-up actress like that playing what who is someone who's otherwise supposed to be very opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's acting, right? But it's just I don't really know why they picked her. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
like again, she's attractive enough to be a Disney princess, but it's like how does she?
Like I would have
Apparently, she's like
preferred
a
I
really
would have preferred maybe let's see, who can I think of here? Um
Daisy Ridley.
no. Actually, maybe Billy Lord.
Oh yeah, Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher's daughter.
I think she's got
I can see.
whiter skin anyway. And as far as I'm aware, she's not so, you know, nah
Problematic.
about it.
Yeah. I think Billy should be in more things. I mean, I don't want to say she's a great actor because I've seen her in just 2 movies, but I think that'd be kind of neat to see. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, it's the whole Snow White thing, it was as I said, it was completely marred in controversy. But
Yeah.
again, I want to just I kind of also just want to see how bad it's gonna be because like I'll be honest, like I love the live action Aladdin movie. Like that movie, it's a banger. Like it's a freaking good movie. Like it's
Yeah.
beautiful, and I enjoyed Cruella. I enjoyed. I mean, I saw Lion King. That was all right, I
How about
guess.
Pinocchio?
But I did not see Pinocchio.
Huh.
No, that one I did not see. And I'm not lying.
Don't want to see a puppet, a wooden puppet with big
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, dangling from a string. Yeah.
But yeah, or Jiminy Cricket if they I think put him in. I know Disney doesn't like to put little characters in the live action versions, cuz
Oh, yep.
Dumbo doesn't really have the mouse. I mean there's a reference to the mouse, but he's not an actual character in the live action.
Did you see the live action Mulan movie? Because I know they took
No.
out the Red Dragon.
No, I haven't seen I haven't seen many live actions actually. Dumbo's the only one
Okay.
because my mom wanted to see it, and it's actually not too bad for the most part. I mean, if I watch the cartoon version, I might have a different look and see like I think the mouse has got the role of the kids, I think in the cartoon one, but I'm
Okay. Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
sure. I'm not sure to be sure. I'm not sure to be sure. but
Yeah.
but
Well,
it'll
you
be
know,
interesting to hear your review about it anyway. I mean, don't be
yeah.
afraid to spoil it if it's especially a bad movie. Don't be afraid to spoil it because not many
Yeah.
people really are going to be cared about being spoiled on a bad movie. I
Yeah.
mean, look at
I'm just
Borderlands,
gonna
right?
go.
That one's a terrible movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't get me started
That's not
on.
Joker
Never mind.
too.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally every movie I love, the internet hates. It's
Well, I
weird.
don't know. You love Kong Skull Island. Nobody seems to hate that, as opposed to
That's
King of
true.
the Monsters, where you don't love it as much. So
That's true. I'll take back what I said.
okay, good. Now change Skull Island to GXK, and then you'll be
Yeah. Right.
accepted.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I can do that.
GXK made more money
So
than Skull Island, so come on, cut it
yeah.
some slack here.
Therefore, it's better. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Like Joker. Like I love Joker too. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I
But
was looking at a
it
lot
wasn't
of
even.
comments on your thing after that video went live, and a
Yeah.
lot of
People went
people,
like
yeah, they were
they went
just,
fucking nuts. They were trying to kill me in the comments. It was insane.
yeah.
But
I like that one where the guy's like, "What the heck?" and you're just like, "Wow, whoa, a different opinion than yours."
yeah. Whoop de doo. Yeah. But like my point is that Joker 2, I loved it, but no, like it was literally in theaters for less than a month. Like they're pulling it, and
uh,
it's that's crazy.
yeah, well, that's fine. I
Like
mean,
Deadpool and Wolverine is still in theaters, and it's on freaking Blu-ray now. So I mean, it's crazy.
oh, I haven't noticed actually.
Yeah,
I
I went
probably
to see that
I might
Lego.
get it one day, but it won't be anytime soon. I mean, I was kind of thinking of seeing it when I saw the first two,
Okay,
but my interest has dwindled mainly because of certain things now, but
yeah,
also because I'm, more interested in another movie that's coming soon. And speaking of that movie, are you gonna see any other trailers besides the first one for Sonic 3? Because I'm gonna try my best actually not to, just to avoid seeing anything that I then expect to see in the movie. That I don't. I mean, it might be in there, knowing that Jeff Fowler isn't the same as certain people in Marvel. and just make
Hmm.
fabricated scenes for trailers that everybody wants to see in the movie and then get slapped in the face by a goose wing.
Oh yeah, we've been slapped before. I'll tell you what. But uh, yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably will just because of YouTube. I'll probably end up reacting to it.
Oh, come on. No,
I know. Yeah.
how could you
Free
possibly want to
content.
how could you possibly
Yeah.
want to see more of a movie when you want to see the whole thing in
Yeah.
context, you know?
Although I'll tell you what though, that new what is it? I don't remember what movie I saw. It might have been that Lego piece by piece movie.
Yeah.
But before, for the trailers before the movie, the ballerina trailer played, and I was so mad because I was gonna do a reaction video to ballerina,
Uh,
but literally that effing
well,
day, I go to the theater, they play the trailer, and I'm like, well, I mean, I could just you know use my Oscar-winning acting, but then I'm like, I don't want to sound disingenuous, so I didn't do that. But for the Sonic 3, the next one, whenever they release another trailer, if they do, I'll probably react to it.
okay. Well, just don't be
Sorry.
just don't be saying no spoilers in your review of the movie when you've seen basically the whole movie and everybody else probably has on the trailers. So,
Yeah, or some guy leaks it on his freaking
well,
2004
that's a
phone.
different story. I'm talking about the trailers that purposefully sometimes do spoil the whole thing.
Yeah,
Cuz I mean,
that's true. Yeah,
granted, I mean, they don't show everything in the movie, but they show enough that you're kind of like,
you can piece it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they did
but
in GXK. They obviously changed some things from the trailer, like the whole famous line "they don't have to like each other" is never said in there in the movie.
that's true. Or Madam Web had it too.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be. I'm gonna try my best to avoid it if I can. I just kind of. I don't want to be like
Yeah, that's smart.
a trailer addict either. I mean, I've watched the first one so many times between just watching it and then also watching your reaction video numerous times.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. You've seen
mainly
it more
just
times than the editors.
mainly just to pass the time, really. Because sometimes
Yeah,
I'm waiting another 10 minutes to do something before I do something I'm planning on, and I'm like, well, franchises reactions just enough time.
yeah. Well, yeah. More views. Thanks. Um, that's honestly a good probably thing to do with the trailers. I mean, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of moments where like I remember the real quick for my last topic, the
Yeah.
Civil War Captain America 3 Civil War trailer dropped. I was in high school, and I remember Spider-Man shows up in the trailer. And he catches the shield, and he's like, "Hey, everyone!" And obviously, the whole internet lost their freaking mind. I watched the video in Spanish class, and I was like, I was going crazy, and they're like, "Go crazy in Spanish." So I had to, say "Lo siento," But it was it was quite a time. But I wish I hadn't seen that, because then when you watch the movie, it's like, oh well, you know,
Yeah. And actually, if those opening things with the Marvel logo, and it shows
oh
like
yeah,
bits and pieces of the different movies. Spider-Man: Homecoming is the only one that actually shows Spider-Man from Civil War. Everything else never shows him.
huh? That's funny. Yeah, I was the Deadpool and Wolverine one. It's not in there, so yeah, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool detail. But anyway, my
Maybe it's
last
because
my last
Sony
topic.
doesn't want it shown except on their
Oh,
connected films or something. I don't know.
that could be true. Yeah, in fact, there's a joke in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Spider-Man
Uh,
isn't a Marvel character anymore. He's a Sony character, it seems now. Marvel created him, but Sony seems to think, well, he's ours. He's all ours.
true.
We even gave him his job.
Yeah, right. Although there is a joke in Deadpool and Wolverine with Spider-Man, and like it's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's subtle, but it's in the background, but it's funny. But anyway, my last topic,
Yeah.
where we wrap things up, is you were mentioning Star Wars, and this is kind of just breaking news at the time of recording this. The Rey Skywalker movie, apparently called New Jedi Order or whatnot, that it had a writer. Stephen Knight was the writer, and we had a director. And obviously, as a massive sequel fan, massive Ray fan, I was clamoring and foaming metaphorically at the mouth
Hmm.
for more news, right? And
Yeah.
then apparently, this isn't confirmed. No one's confirmed this, but it's heavily rumored that the writer Stephen Knight has dropped out. Now, there's you get one side of the fandom which is more hardcore Republican, not to get political, but it's true, or they're like, oh, Kathleen Kennedy ruined my life, and they're canceling Ray Skywalker, and oh my god. And then you get the other side where they're like, oh well, it's all fine, just it's cool. But I'll admit, I love Star Wars. I think everything they've been doing basically since 2015 has been great, for the most part. And it just seems now like Lucasfilm is kind of hitting a dead end, so to speak, where it's like, okay, they got Bad Batch out, they got Outlaws out, we're getting new comics and all that, but with the cancellation of Acolyte and apparently the Dawn of the Jedi movie might get pushed. Who knows what's going to happen with Skeleton Crew? And now the Ray Skywalker movie dropped the writer out. So I feel like this is they have to get their stuff together. Not only for me, so I can see the Ray movie, but
Sorry,
just
could you
for
repeat that? Because
everyone
you
else.
kind of cut out for a bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just saying that it's weird that the Ray movie is changing writers, and the fact that it seems like Lucasfilm doesn't really have their act together.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't know. That's
I don't know either.
part of the benefit of not being so caring anymore is I don't worry about it anymore. Because especially if it's
that's true,
something
yeah.
I'm looking forward to, and that happens, and of course I'm gonna get angry. But if I'm just like not even looking at it to begin with, and
Yeah.
the worry is much less. But
Well, that's my issue. Is
yeah,
that
I
I'm
know.
too invested in Star Wars. I'm too far gone. Like you can't stop me. Star
You
Wars is
want
like a
to
drug.
bet?
I can't
Want to
stop.
bet? Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And just so you know, I posted your address all over the internet, or at least the
Oh,
one
thank you.
address, so you'll have lots more to focus on than Star Wars now. So,
Mm.
like a bunch of
All
bounty hunters
the Haitians are.
coming at your
Yeah.
in your house with a chain and kind of a rifle version of a taser.
I'll get my blaster rifle for all the
Yeah.
illegal immigrant bounty hunters.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
But yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I'm sure they'll figure something out if they're serious about getting the movie done, and as long as they don't do certain things with it, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not overly worried either, but I was just it is kind of discerning, to see that like again, I loved the Acolyte show and that's canceled, of course, right? Screw me. And then you get the Ray Skywalker movie. Oh, cool, sequel content. Great. Oh, it's pushed back again. Like
Yeah.
it just
Well.
seems like it seems like we can't win, Like I love the prequels, but I'll admit we're getting too much prequel stuff. Like they're making prequel
Well.
novels, prequel comics. Like, geez, cut back for a minute and give us some sequel stuff.
When it comes to the prequels, you're kind of like you're kind of like a bully that picks on a kid, but you say you don't hate the kid.
Yeah.
That's how you are with the
Right.
prequels. You like bashing them,
Yeah.
but you don't hate them.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And the originals are kind of just sometimes they're. I don't know. Would you say the originals are better than the prequels?
I I would say that the prequels are more fun to watch, but I think the original trilogy is far better made, in terms of writing and acting. But I think they're all fun, but
Yeah.
it just seems like with the Bad Batch, with Clone Wars, with all these, with Ahsoka, there's again I love the prequel era.
Well,
but
Ahsoka
I
is not
really
a
want,
prequel thing anymore. It's more of a Empire thing. But yeah, I know they have. It's these two eras they care about. It seems, ever since
Yeah.
Star Wars started making expanded universe novels back in the day that are now legends and games and
Right.
stuff. It's just always this, when we
Yeah.
we get
Which
a
at,
new
at least
era, and then it's everybody's whatever.
pissed. Yeah. I mean, look, to their credit, we are getting more sequel content, right? We're getting new Kylo Ren comics, new Poe Dameron comics. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But what else? And then we get the High Republic. I mean, I know the Acolyte's part of that, but like the High Republic, there's like a million books on that era, and I've read a few
Whoa.
comics, and the High Republic it's pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'd recommend reading some of it one time for everyone listening as well.
Yeah. Million books. I don't know if I could manage that.
Yeah. Well, I'm paraphrasing, but there's a lot. Okay.
And the Bible has probably close to 1,000,000 pages. So I'm.
But does the Bible have lightsabers?
Well, of course the Bible has lifesavers. One big one in the New Testament.
That's right. Yeah. There is that one part of the Bible where Jesus fights the devil with a lightsaber. That was fun.
Yeah. Not to mention he calls down he can calm a storm with the Force. His Force, He's the Force.
Right. Yeah.
But
Well, that got weird. It got religious really quick. But anyway, yeah,
yeah, but
we are gonna wrap things up. Sadly, I wish I could keep talking. I have other topics, but
well,
I do have a lot of
let's
homework.
just
But
do this
I hope
one
you guys
topic
enjoyed
while
this
it's still
podcast.
on my mind, if it's okay.
Yeah, let's go.
You were because I watched that one review, that Lego movie, the new one review, and so I have one topic here: mature themes in Lego media. So you say that you said they were swearing at times in this thing.
Yeah. So the three, it's really weird because I like look. The movie's good. Okay, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's well made, but it's a PG movie, which the Lego movies aren't kids movies. They're for everyone, but kids watch them, and obviously
They're for
parents will
kids.
take
We're all
their children.
kids at heart.
True, but parents will take their kids to see piece by piece. There were children in my theater that I went to, and yeah, like there's a scene where Pharrell and his buddy, they get high, on camera, and then they say shit like 5 times without bleeps, and it was really weird to see a Lego guy say shit. And then there's also, I mean, there's a death, but there's also the BLM march, which obviously we're not going to get into
I heard
that, but that was weird. That came out of left field.
And you said
it
that's
had
the only
literally nothing to
real
do with-
kind of political thing that was in it.
Right. Yeah.
The
Everything
real-
else is about
The
Pharrell's
real
life.
purposefully just shoved in there to be in your face kind of thing. Everything else felt more kind of fluent.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, the movie was fluid in its storytelling. It was just about Pharrell as a kid and a teen and an adult, and all that. And it's interesting. I learned some stuff. I mean, I don't like his music, but I learned things about him. It was a fun movie. But yeah, it was really weird to see Lego people swear and get high. I know Ninjago. Ninjago has a lot of adult stuff as well. Like there's suicide attempts in Ninjago, and there's slavery and murder.
Is there
and blood? But
do they use studs for blood?
no, it's just okay. There's no blood in the show, but there's blood in the comics, and it's just red.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I wish they would use studs.
how do they get red blood out of a plastic figure?
I have no idea. See, you're gonna get me on a tangent, but real quick, the weird thing about Ninjago. Okay, just listen. The weird thing about Ninjago is that yes, they're Lego people, but if you actually watch the show, they're not like if you rip someone's arm off in Ninjago, you can't snap it back on. Like their arm is effing off. Like it's gone. So they act like humans. Like they have bones and blood and stuff in them.
Yeah. And do they move kind of like in Lego games where despite not having knees that can actually bend, and on a real figure, they actually do bend.
Yeah, yep, yeah. They don't act like the stop motion people, like
Yeah.
in the Lego Ninjago movie. Yeah, they act more like
Uh,
people.
well, that's kind of.
It's a good show, man. At least look, seasons 1 to 15 are like pure cinema, and then it gets woke and trash after that. But oh my god, like that original show,
Oh.
seasons 1 to 15, pretty dope.
Yeah, the dragon one is the one, right? That starts to become
Yeah,
W.
Dragons Rising Part 1 was really great, and then they just got really weird. So
Yeah. So
yeah, I
that's
don't
kind
support
of,
the new stuff.
well, most of it anyway. Some of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's still canon, so maybe I'll watch it one day, but I just don't like the political direction they're going in, so I decided
Well,
to kind of stop watching. But
surely you can endure it. You watch it all the time on good movies like Eternals and Thor: Love and Thunder. Surely a whole
yeah,
little Lego thing isn't gonna hurt. Not sure.
yeah,
Unlike
I
me,
mean,
where I'm
I
not
think
gonna
my issue
watch
with it,
any of it. Period. So.
yeah, my issue with the movies is that it's like a movie, it's done and over with, but a
Yeah.
TV show, like it's ongoing episodes, and it's like in every episode. I hear it's got a great story. Like I do voice work on Discord for characters that are in that show, but it's just really, I don't know. I feel it feels like a betrayal, and I know it's canon. Like I said, I'll watch it one day. But seasons
Yeah.
1 to 15, nothing woke. It's literally the best story I've ever witnessed in media. It's
Yeah.
so good. I definitely recommend people to watch it.
Yeah. So yeah, and just to end here, do you think if they make a Lego Movie 3, the final chapter, whatever, they'll probably
Yeah,
pull another piece by piece with swears in it?
yeah, it was worth. Yeah, Universal owns the rights, and this is Piece by Piece was the first movie made from Universal. So sadly, we're not going to get Lego Movie 3 with Emmett, Wildstyle, and Benny and whatnot. But
Oh.
if we were to, um, no, I would. I mean, the worst that they would say is probably crap or dang it or sucks, like in Lego Batman movie. Um, I remember watching Lego Movie 1, and they said dang it, and I was like, ooh, can they say that? Like, oh my god.
Well,
And now
I don't find it that bad compared to
no, but as
Darn It.
I don't
Well,
know how old I was in
even Darn It,
2014, but
I wouldn't mind, But once they say, like, get out of my, you know, get out of my beaver dam house, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fully expecting the next Lego movie to have some F words. I'm just
Yeah.
full on Lego nudity from. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah. They're really pushing this thing to make it so that it's not for just kids anymore, right?
Right. Yeah.
If ever again.
I know this. Yeah, I know this makes me sound like I said earlier, like an old boomer, but I genuinely wouldn't recommend a kid to watch Piece by Piece because not only is it like extremely adult, I don't know how the hell it's rated PG, but it's also like really boring. For
Well,
a kid.
Sonic
Like, the
is
kids that were-
rated PG, and it's got probably more swear words. Well, maybe not as much, but it's still got some cursies in there. And the Knuckles show has at least one per episode.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's one thing, but like normally you can't say the word shit in a PG movie. Like that's automatically PG-13. So I didn't expect that. I'm sitting there eating my popcorn and Pharrell's blurping up a storm and I'm like, "Oh my god, bro."
Yeah, well.
Crazy. But anyway, we got to wrap up. My PC's
Yeah.
actually about to die and I have homework, but I had a lot of fun doing this as always. And if you guys have any topics, please do your boy a favor and let me know in the comments so we can get to some of
I
the
mean,
stuff
we
you
didn't
want
get
us to
any
talk
this
about,
time.
No.
If you want
Maybe
us
next
to,
time. Who knows?
if
One
you
day we'll
want
get
us
one.
to talk about Care Bears, even for crying out loud, just tell us and we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll just have
We'll
to
talk
do
about
our
the Barbie
research
movie.
first, though.
Yeah. No, I've seen Care Bears. It's actually really adult.
Yeah. As opposed to Bam. Well, no, not Bambi. Teletubbies.
Teletubbies is awesome though.
Yeah. I love the baby.
Awesomely
I love the
bad.
baby face son It's the coolest thing in the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, it's so badass. But
But
anyway,
anyway,
yeah. So obviously, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And again, I'm being honest. If you made it this far, first of all, thank you.
yeah,
But also make sure to again let us know some topics you want us to cover. But yeah, man, I had a lot of fun.
yeah. So did I, and I think if you cut out a couple of times, but whatever. They weren't long,
Yeah, it's fine.
but it's kind of the curse when we're on doing it the way we're doing it, and not to mention, I think the signal kind of gets, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Yeah,
closing
it's fine.
remarks.
People will figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll piece it together. But anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll have another one soon. Maybe I'll have another one with Echo Killshot. I might have one with SB Zeal if you guys know that he does a lot of Lego stop motion projects. So I think we're gonna get a podcast going soon with that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I can't wait to do this again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Later, folks.